going on, movie goers, movie lovers, and movie fanatics? So I saw Infinity War again last night, and boy, it was even better the second time. It is such an experience that I feel like everybody should experience. It's so great. Like, I can't stop thinking about this movie. It's always on my mind 24/7, theories and stuff like that about what's to come. But after the film, I was talking with my friend who I saw it with last night, and we were really just diving deep into, what could happen in Avengers 4, the Untitled film. And I brought up, I was like, what if they totally went with a sort of House of M direction with Captain America instead of killing him off? Because Chris Evans' contract does expire after this last Avengers film, as many other Avengers as well. And we were just talking about it, and I was like, well, if you read the House of M comic, you realize that Captain America, Steve Rogers, is an old man due to Wanda Maximoff, Scarlet Witch. She alters in reality that really changes the world. So certain people and certain things are so different. You have Wolverine, who's head of S.H.I.E.L.D., and he's dating Mystique, right? And it's so weird. And I was like, and Wolverine, in this comic, Wolverine is the only person who remembers the truth and what's actually, happened. So he goes on, looking for everybody, trying to convince them, this is not you, this is how it's supposed to be. And when it comes to recruiting Steve Rogers, he's an old man living in New York, a veteran. And I was like, what if they did that for an ending for Chris Evans in the MCU? I was like, instead of having him die, what if, they sort of alter reality due to the, the reality stone and the time stone? Because what did Mordo say in Doctor Strange? The bill always comes due. Always. And I was like, what if that happened to Steve Rogers by the end of the film, right? Where he takes on Peggy's Carter role. You know what I mean? Just being super old, not being able to do much, just sick or whatnot. He doesn't have to be sick, but, he's just old and he's not Cap, obviously. He can't do the things he once was able to do. I was like, yo, that would be such a dope ending to Steve Rogers. Like, that really would be, in all honesty, I wouldn't want to see him killed off. I would. No, absolutely not. I love Cap. No. And I feel like this would be a better farewell for the character. And then you can also, he can also cameo in films as well, due to Bucky, right? Bucky would probably be, still the same age what he is now, and he can literally have, the Steve Rogers role to Peggy Carter, going to go visit Steve in New York. He's old and just talking to him, and stuff like that. Like, that would be so fucking crazy. Like, they could totally do that. He can be like that older mentor towards Bucky or even Spider-Man, because, he lives in Bronx. But yeah, man, that would be so cool. I would love to see, an ending to Steve Rogers, boy Chris Evans, Captain America, go down in sort of that way, instead of killing him off, because I don't want to see him killed off. I really don't. But as far as the other characters, I feel like the two characters who will die would definitely be, who won't be, in the MCU as much, or will totally be out of the MCU, would be, Tony Stark and, Steve Rogers. I feel like, those two are the characters that will definitely, end up not having a massive part in the MCU as they once did. And just to see, or even think about Tony dying is sad too, man. I'm not ready to what's to come in Avengers 4. And apparently, Avengers 4 is even bigger, badder, and, dangerous than Infinity War. But that's my theory. That's my theory. I would love to see, a great ending for Cap, Steve Rogers, in my beloved MCU. Post your comments down below, you guys. Let me know what you guys think about my theory for Cap, and let me hear any theories you guys have as far as Captain America in the MCU. Put your comments down below, you guys, and thank you for taking time out of your day to watch SeaWorld Productions. Peace.
We out.